My name is Susan Fierro-Baig. I'm the mother of 7 children and the author of A Mother's Worth Celebrating Motherhood, a book designed to inspire and honor mothers. I'm also the founder of Hats for Humanity Ministry, an organization designed to provide hats to the needy adults, children, and the elderly. I started making hats about a year ago, and I started using the loom. I started loom knitting because I had tried crochet and knitting before, and I was not very good at it. I would often lose track of where I was at, and I would have to take apart a whole piece because it would end up misshapen because I couldn't keep track of the stitches. So this, I call it knitting for losers, because you can lose track of whatever you're doing. You can set it down and go off and do what you need to do, and you can just pick it up and get right back to where you were at. It's so easy to use that adults can use it, even children and the elderly, with some guidance of course, but it's very simple. So it's perfect for me, and I love it. I enjoy making hats. It's an art form. You can be very creative, and also it allows me to create something that's useful and that I can gift and share with others. From the minute I started making hats, I knew that I wanted to give them away, and particularly want to give them away to people who need them. So my children and I started making them and handing them out to homeless that we would see along the side of the road. And shortly after, I decided that I wanted this to be bigger than just me and my family. I wanted this to become something that could impact the community on a larger scale. So I started Hats for Humanity Ministry. You can like us on Facebook. I also decided shortly after making the hats that I wanted to put a tag on them. I wanted to adorn them with a leather tag that would have an inspiring message on it, because we're all billboards. We advertise for all kinds of different brands every day on our attire, and I decided that I wanted, instead of putting a brand tag, as you see many hats will have a tag for a brand, I wanted to put an inspiring and uplifting message. Words like faith, pray, smile, hope, brave, dream, love, something that is, as I said, inspiring and uplifting. And in this way, we're providing for the physical and spiritual and emotional needs of people, just like our Savior Jesus Christ did. We have our motto is covering heads and warming hearts. So that's what we do, and people love the hats. They're warm, they're comfy, and so people started asking me if they could order them. And I didn't want to sell them at a set price, because I want people to be able to take advantage of the hats even if they can't afford it. And so I have a suggested price, and some people give less than the suggested price, and many people give more than the suggested price. And those funds are then taken and used to purchase materials so that we can make more hats to give to those in need. And we've given hats in our community to the homeless shelter and also to the child care centers. And we'd love to give them to as many people as we can. So we take the funds and we buy the materials, and I can only make so many hats. I'm a nurse. Have a very busy life. I have a family, and as I said, I make hats as I can, a little bit here and there. But I need more people. I need help. So if you would like to join us, or if you know anyone who'd like to join us, part of the funds that are raised from filling orders is we take the money and we buy the materials so that we can give volunteers materials, and they won't have to spend money out of their own funds. So we have provided materials to a stay-at-home mom who had the time but not the funds to purchase yarn, and we can even provide the looms. We also have supplied materials to an unemployed woman who had time but not the funds. And many people would love to contribute to a worthy cause and just can't afford it. So we also teach classes. I wanted to share the skill. People will see me as I'm walking around and working as I go about my day, and I almost always get stopped by people who are very intrigued, who want to know how to make. What are you doing? How do you do that? And then I show them the hat, and they just can't believe that this equals this. And so I want to share the skill with people. This way our community is further impacted, not just from receiving hats, but also from learning the skill of how to make the hat. And the classes, I've been teaching them at our local library. They're open for anyone who'd like to learn the skill, or anyone who crochets or knits can come and just be part of our group. I want to also enrich our community by having a group where people can come together and share a love and an interest, and we can become like this circle here, we can become a closer knit community through a shared cause. And so this is Hats for Humanity Ministry. I am going to be starting to create videos to provide tips and instructions so that you can make hats if you can't come to the local classes. And eventually, one day, I hope to make this a legitimate nonprofit organization, and even to be able to set up chapters in other cities. That's my dream, and I hope I can make that come true. For now, this is a grassroots effort, and I hope you will join us and share and like our page and provide any feedback that you'd like. And I look forward to seeing you at one of our classes if you're local, and working with you if you'd like to volunteer. So for now, happy hat making!